With a frequency instrument treatment, no tissue is destroyed, no pain is felt, no noise is audible, no sensation is noticed. A tube lights up and 3 minutes later, the treatment is over. Several diseases may be treated simultaneously. These are the words of Dr. Royal Rife, a medical scientist and engineer born in 1888. In the 1920s, he invented a series of optical compound microscopes with time-lapse microscopy capabilities in the hopes of working towards a cure for tuberculosis. These microscopes changed the way organisms could be viewed at close range, 17,000 times magnification, as opposed to the standard 2,000 times of the day. What's more, Rife's microscopes could observe living organisms rather than dead ones, a first in the medical field. This was a turning point for his research in bacteriology and embryology. And with these monumental technological breakthroughs, Rife was able to identify that microscopic organisms had their own electrical polarities, oscillation patterns, and other electrical characteristics. He wondered what might happen if he subjected these tiny specimens to electrical frequencies. His experiments demonstrated that specific frequencies could, in fact, slow down or destroy certain pathogens, bacteria, and viruses at the cellular level, eradicating them for good, stopping them in their tracks before they can grow, mutate, or replicate, and targeting bad cells without harming any good cells. With this knowledge and observation, and putting his electrical engineering background to use, Rife began developing specialized devices to target unique frequencies on specific organisms. This work generated much fanfare and media attention in its early stages. Newspapers in his native San Diego, Los Angeles, and beyond frequently featured his inventions and experiments on their front pages. And who could blame them? Rife's work seemed like it could change the world of medicine forever. Rife completed construction of the Rife Ray machine, an improved version of his frequency-generating devices, and emphasized the importance of being able to target different pathogen organisms and their unique chemical properties with different frequency and vibration rates in order to effectively destroy them. As the LA Times described in the process in 1940, organisms respond to certain wavelengths, a theory carried to finality by bombarding disease germs with radio waves, which are tuned to those of the tiny man-killers. Some of his research was stolen and destroyed. A laboratory was burned down. Everything unraveled and fell apart as he and his work were deemed unacceptable to the medical community at large. Powerful people and organizations buried his miraculous technology, depriving the world of his contributions. The basis of his life's work didn't die with him. Over the decades, various scientists have built upon his research. At Chi Life, we believe the work of Dr. Royal Rife and all those who worked with him or followed in his footsteps deserves to be honored and given the credit it deserves for the important contributions it made to the world of medicine. Keeping the core ideas of their research alive and building upon it is central to our mission of helping people improve their lives with the power of resonant frequency. There are 86 billion neurons in your brain. These tiny nerve cells receive, process, and send signals, creating complex connections called synapses. Networks of synapses enable us to see, feel, touch, and think. They make everything we do, everything we experience, and everything we intend to manifest intellectually, physically, and spiritually a reality. These synapses are possible because of electrical current. Understanding this, it stands to reason that if neurons communicate by electrical signal, then surely they are affected by external frequencies, enabling the human brain to take on new purposes, encourage new healing processes, unlock new states of consciousness, and rewire the fundamental ways by which our brains function. Every cell in our bodies is susceptible to resonant frequencies, neurons included. This forms the basis of what is known as brainwave entrainment. Our brain's neural networks can be synchronized to the frequencies and rhythms from frequencies or devices. Scientists believe that specific frequencies can initiate varying states of consciousness and behavior. Neurons oscillate rhythmically and respectively through electrochemical processes. When external frequencies are applied, this electrical chemical process activates the neocortex of your brain, the part of your brain that engages you with the world around you. Neuron oscillation patterns impact your emotional response, cognitive function, and motor control. A 2007 study performed at The Ohio State University by neurobiologist Udo Will found that periodic auditory stimulation produces a mixture of evoked and induced rate-specific and rate-independent increases in brainwave synchronization that are likely to affect various cognitive functions. In other words, say you're having trouble sleeping, the natural frequencies of your brain while you sleep can be replicated by frequency devices. By being exposed to such devices and their replicating frequencies, your brain can realign itself to encourage better sleep patterns. The same process can be applied to such activities as exercise, meditation, study or concentration, creative work, and much, much more. And that's not all. It goes beyond to the microscopic level. Have you ever noticed that your feet or fingers begin to tap spontaneously to rhythmic music? The same principle is at work. Sound is a form of frequency and wavelength after all. Your body naturally falls into tune with external stimulus. It trains itself to adjust and find its own balance. This is called resonant harmony. You can expand this to even the far reaches of the cosmos. The bioacoustics of our solar system have been known to influence life here on Earth. The planets and stars all have their unique electromagnetic fields and signatures, emitting specific frequencies that can make their way back to us. During certain astronomical events like planetary alignments, life here on our planet undergoes distinctive biological phenomena, reacting to these frequencies from afar. If you could modify your behavior to align with your intentions and desires, would you do it? If your actions could be taught to coalesce with your thoughts, how much more productive do you think you could be? Your neural networks provide feedback to your brain's limbic system, generating the chemical effects we know as emotions and feelings. Therefore, if you can train your brain's neural processes, you can teach your body to activate certain levels of emotion and feeling. You can change your genetic functionality by signaling new neural programming. In short, program your emotions. This is of course exactly what the great masters of meditations have managed to accomplish, mostly without external frequencies. By engaging with the right frequencies, you can train your body to chemically harmonize with your intellectual intent. Of course, the limbic system affects much more than just your emotions. It's the control center of your autonomic nervous system, regulating almost every major chemical process in your body, from hormones to body temperature, from breathing to blood sugar levels, even your heart rate. All the natural processes that your body performs subconsciously without you having to think about them. These processes modulate themselves based on emotional response to your experiences in the real world. So, if you can entrain neural activity, which in turn develops desired emotional response, then it stands to reason that this entrainment can also teach your body to encourage beneficial autonomic habits. Imagine your brain and body working together neurochemically. Mind, body, and soul, all acting as one. A new state of consciousness. These habits can then begin recording and processing in your brain's cerebellum, becoming encoded as part of your very being. Imagine meditative thought being instinctive. Imagine heightened productivity being second nature. Imagine being able to overcome traumas, doubts, and fears without the prolonged psychological effects weighing you down in the process. Imagine your body engaging in self-healing on its own accord, regulating stress automatically, for example, or tackling diseases or viruses with greater resolve. Imagine your brain being able to promote its own neurogenesis, keeping you sharper as you age. These benefits and so many more are the superpowers enabled through neuroprogramming. We all know that your body's neurocircuitry, its gene expression, and its neurochemistry are all in direct correlation with your thoughts, actions, and feelings. This means that your body's biological makeup remains stagnant if your cerebral activity is stagnant. By harnessing neuroprogramming as a tool for self-development, individual evolution, and personal growth, you can begin to engage in new thoughts, new actions, and new feelings. And by extension, your body's biological systems can develop, evolve, and grow with you along the way. German neuroscientist Alfons Schnitzler's 2005 research at the University of Heinrich-Heine substantiated that the synchronization of oscillatory neuron activity through external input can be used as a mechanism for long-range interneuronal communication, affecting the whole body. At its peak, this process can guide you towards achieving a luminous mind, or samadhi, as the Buddhist, Hindu, and Sikh traditions of meditation call it. This level of meditative consciousness derives from the pineal gland, deep inside your brain, what yogic masters and our ancient ancestors called the third eye. The pineal gland is surrounded by piezoelectric fluid, capable, like so much of the brain, of being modulated by frequency. Resonant harmony in action. Change your frequency, change your reality. So what kind of frequencies can we use as input to encourage all these desirable effects? There are 4 kinds of frequencies, each performing within its own dimension parameter. First are single right frequencies, which operate in one direction. Next, binaural beats, a combination of 2 different frequencies working simultaneously. This process operates in 2 dimensions. Things get interesting with quantum frequencies, which operate in 3 dimensions. And finally, higher quantum frequencies, which operate in 4 dimensions, featuring dynamic layers of fields of intention. While all of these frequency variants can be of use in promoting enhanced well-being, it's the quantum and higher quantum frequencies that enable best results and assist in the most precise neuroprogramming practices. Using the right frequency for the right response is critical in achieving best results. While it's possible to source certain frequencies naturally, today's technology allows for a more targeted, curated approach. There's no better collection of frequencies available on the market than those included in our quantum and higher quantum frequency collection. A team of researchers have spent years carefully researching, refining, and testing specific frequencies for specific desires and outcomes. We found that many of the foremost neuroprogramming advocates working today have neglected to offer specific solutions for consumers. But at Spiritual Science, we've made it our mission to determine which sequences of frequencies will work best to program new realities to encourage targeted brainwave entrainment. This painstaking work is what sets us apart from the competition. With over 10,000 frequencies in our growing library, we have the largest selection of frequencies anywhere, from solfeggio to higher quantum frequencies and everything in between. We even have specialized frequency bundles, from brain boosting to attracting abundance, from facilitating your body's natural healing to promoting a more restful sleep. We even offer collections specifically designed for clinics, institutions, and practitioners. And for those who want to take the ultimate step in neuroprogramming, we offer our exclusive Inner Circle program, featuring a limited collection of Inner Circle frequencies personally curated by David Wong. These include abundance frequencies, attraction frequencies, manifestation frequencies, and much, much more. Higher quantum frequency immersion allows you to receive direct neuronal download through mathematically tuned harmonics, rooted in expressions such as Fibonacci ratios, phi, pi, sacred geometry, zero-point energy, and many other profound frequencies. Experience deep spiritual connection, enhanced manifestation, refined mental clarity, increased vitality, deep calmness, and exuberant joy. Everything you'll need to adjust and optimize critical elements of your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Take your use of frequency to the next level. Amplify and further expand your results as you follow your neuroprogramming journey. Devices like our Chi coils, Aura coils, resonant wands, and Staff of Legends enable targeted frequency amplification through electromagnetic waves, which are many times more powerful than sound waves alone. Change your frequency, change your reality. It's never been easier to unlock your brain's untapped potential. From mind to body to soul, achieve a new state of being, personalized to your intentions. Transform yourself 1% a day. You're only a frequency away